Dear friends, welcome to a personalized episode of Enlighten. Today we will explore the latest in electric vehicle sales, innovative battery technology, and exciting car model launches. We will also discuss new initiatives in renewable energy and community infrastructure improvements. The Biden-Harris administration has opened applications for the Reconnecting Communities pilot program, funded by the Bipartisan Infrastructure Law. U.S. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg announced over $600 million available for capital construction and community planning grants for the 2024-2026 period. The program aims to fund projects like interstate caps, highway removals, and Main Street revitalizations. Communities can also request free technical assistance to explore project feasibility. Last year, the program combined with the Neighborhood Access and Equity Initiative, distributing $3.3 billion to 130 communities. Notable projects include multi-use trails in Atlanta, a street redesign in Birmingham, a highway cover in Portland, and the removal of I-81 in Syracuse. The program is part of the Justice 40 initiative, ensuring 40% of benefits go to disadvantaged communities. Deadline for applications is September 30th, 2024. The Biden-Harris administration has approved its 9th offshore wind project, the Atlantic Shores South Offshore Wind Energy Project, marking over 13 gigawatts of clean energy approved, enough to power nearly 5 million homes. This initiative supports the administration's target of deploying 30 gigawatts of offshore wind energy by 2030. The project involves 2 wind energy facilities off New Jersey, expected to generate up to 2,800 megawatts, sufficient for almost 1 million homes. The administration emphasizes job creation, economic growth, and environmental responsibility. The Bureau of Ocean Energy Management, BOEM, has approved up to 195 wind turbines after extensive consultations and environmental reviews. Since Biden took office, BOEM has conducted 4 offshore wind lease sales and plans up to 12 more by 2028. In the first half of 2024, Germany generated a record 140 terawatt-hours (TWh) of renewable electricity, accounting for 65% of net public electricity generation. Wind energy led with 73.4 TWh, while photovoltaic systems contributed 32.4 TWh. Hydropower and biomass generated 11.3 TWh and 20.8 TWh, respectively. Fossil fuel electricity generation fell to an all-time low of 75 TWh, making up 35% of the energy mix. Total electricity production was 215 TWh, with a 1.8% increase in load to 233 TWh. Germany had a net import surplus of 11.3 TWh. Electricity prices fell from 100.54 to 67.94 euros per megawatt hour, and natural gas prices dropped to 29.71 euros per megawatt hour. Expansion of solar PV remains strong, but wind power growth lags behind targets. Battery storage capacity increased, equaling pumped storage at 9.9 gigawatts. A recent Cultura report challenges the belief that electric cars are unsuitable for rural drivers, highlighting significant economic benefits. Rural drivers, who account for 18.8% of the U.S. population, consume 25.6% of gasoline for light-duty vehicles. Super users in rural areas spend a disproportionate amount of their income on gasoline. Electric vehicles, EVs, can alleviate this financial burden. For example, the Dockery family in Grass Valley, California, saves $1,214 annually by switching to a Volkswagen ID.4, while Jennifer Brooks in Richmond, Vermont, saves $2,000 to $3,000 annually with a Ford F-150 Lightning. Both families benefit from home charging stations. EV adoption in rural areas could also spur expanded charging networks and reduce national gasoline use. Next, we delve into the environmental impact. As of June 2024, the U.S. has committed to 12,164 electric school buses, significantly reducing diesel exhaust risks. Approximately 200,000 students now benefit from these zero-emission buses, with over 67% funded by the EPA's Clean School Bus program. The latest funding rounds have expanded commitments across 49 states and several U.S. territories. California leads with over 2,300 electric buses, followed by Illinois with 418. Electric buses are increasingly equitably distributed, serving low-income and high-pollution areas. Federal and state programs, including the Bipartisan Infrastructure Law and various grant initiatives, continue to support this transition. Now, let's move on to the latest updates in electric vehicle sales and battery technology advancements. In May, BYD led global electric vehicle sales with 314,000 registrations, driven by a 54% YOY increase in plug-in hybrid sales. Tesla followed with 140,000 registrations, showing a slight recovery after recent declines but still down 8% YTD. BMW secured the third spot, while Volkswagen and Li Auto also made notable gains. China dominated the top 20 brands with 11 entries, including new players like Leap Motor. Among OEMs, BYD held a 22.1% market share, increasing its lead. Tesla retained 11%, though down from 14.8% last year. Geely Volvo, growing significantly, reached 7.9%. Volkswagen and SAIC rounded out the top 5. Tesla led in BEVs with 17.2%, but BYD is closing in at 16%. Unveiled, a UK-based battery company, claims to have developed a battery that charges in under 5 minutes and powers an electric car for 600,000 miles. This battery, tested in a Porsche Boxster-like vehicle, charged from 10% to 80% in 4.5 minutes using a 350 kW DC fast charger. Unveiled technology reduces heat during charging, enhancing safety and longevity. The battery's anode materials allow faster electron transfer. Challenges include scaling production due to limited niobium supplies. Despite these hurdles, the technology shows promise, especially for commercial EV fleets. Unveiled is in talks with 8 car manufacturers and aims for compatibility with Tesla superchargers. The Land Rover Defender OCTA boasts a 4.4-liter turbocharged V8 generating 626 horsepower and 553 lb-ft of torque. Starting at $153,475, with Edition 1 models at $169,275, it debuts at the 2024 Goodwood Festival of Speed in July. Competing with the Mercedes-AMG G63, the Defender OCTA features a revised suspension, higher ride height, and Brembo brakes. It accelerates to 60 mph in 3.8 seconds, with a top speed of 150 mph. The OCTA Drive mode enhances off-road performance with launch control and ABS calibration. It includes a 6D dynamic suspension, 1.1 inches of extra ground clearance, and a wider track. Exterior updates include quad exhaust tips and extended wheel arches, while the interior sports performance seats with bigger bolsters. The 2025 Toyota GR Supra will be available only in 3.0 and 3.0 premium models, both offering BMW's 3.0-liter turbocharged inline-6 engine with 382 horsepower and 368 lb-ft of torque. The 2.0-liter 4-cylinder model is discontinued. Transmission options include an 8-speed automatic and a 6-speed manual. The car retains its exclusive rear-wheel drive setup. It shares its platform and powertrain with the BMW Z4, both assembled by Magna Steyr in Austria. The 2025 Supra includes a year-long subscription to the National Auto Sports Association, featuring high-performance driving events and discounts. The new entry-level model is priced at $57,345, $850 more than the outgoing 3.0-liter model, and $9,110 more than the discontinued 2.0-liter model. Lower-priced alternatives include the GR86. Coming up, we're diving into the latest EV advancements. Tire Rack conducted a road test on a Tesla Model 3 to compare 9 different tires, including 5 EV-specific, 2 Grand Touring All-Season, and 2 ultra-high-performance all-season tires from Michelin, Continental, Goodyear, Hankook, Yokohama, and Pirelli. On-road tests covered a 6.0-mile loop with various road conditions, while wet and dry tests were done on a 1/3 mile track. Range efficiency was measured over a 100-mile loop. The Hankook Ion Evo AS emerged as the most efficient, using 263 watt-hours per mile, followed by Goodyear EcoReady at 269 and Continental Pro Contact RX at 272. For cornering, the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S excelled, but at the cost of energy efficiency. Tire Rack noted that EV owners can choose any tire meeting load, speed, pressure, and size requirements, emphasizing the trade-offs between range and performance. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Innovation Pulse. If you enjoyed our insights and are eager to learn more, the Enlighten Me app is just a tap away. Expand your knowledge with personalized content on over 20 diverse topics, from crypto to health and beyond, all curated to fit your interests. Download the Enlighten Me app now at the Apple Store or Google Play, or visit the enlightenme.ai website. Stay curious, stay enlightened.